Everyone sounds good.
Check.
Wow. Coming in hot.
Are we good? We sound good?
Yes, sound very good.
All right, let's count this bitch off.
All right. 3, 2, 1, go.
Happy Valentine's Day, you lovesick fucks.
Valentine's Day. Now call me something nice.
This is my lovely sex kitten Valentine.
Ooh,
Kylie.
wow.
There we go. Currently being
Blown up.
interrupted.
Yeah, who is that? Is that your girlfriend, your side piece?
No.
Oh, no.
She calls Stevie Weeby my Asian girlfriend.
Yeah, and he also has a Jewish girlfriend.
Rick Glassman.
Oh,
They like
yeah.
to text me in the middle of the night.
Oh,
Yeah. His phone will be blowing up, like lighting up the room. I'm like, what the
that's
fuck?
him. That's his
Yeah.
phone.
What?
With his D&D friends.
Sometimes.
So I guess I'm Sean.
We all know
Hi,
who you
Sean.
are.
And then I already said she's my sex kitten.
Yeah.
This is our pink shirt wearing mixing lady, Jordan Chetelat.
Hello.
And today we brought her man
Yeah.
to the plan.
My man.
Man.
You want to introduce yourself?
Oscar Fernandez.
Boom. He's an artist and he does the horizontal mambo with this one.
Yeah.
They're also getting married soon. Yeah.
Yay.
Yeah, she's too tall to go vertical.
It's true, though. I think we tried one time and we were like, nope, this is not working.
Yeah, tippy toes hurts after a while.
I figured it would be fun if we played a little fucking game today.
Ooh.
I'm going to pass out shit.
Oh,
There's a piece of paper for
fancy.
you,
Thank
you,
you.
me. Put my skull here so you can fucking look at my shit.
Oh, you're writing things down?
There we are.
Oh.
Good.
I'm going to ask 5 questions. We're going to write our answers, and we're going to see if our spouses know. It's like newlywed game shit.
Okay.
Didn't they have one of those like in the 70s?
Yeah. With Bob something.
If you don't get these answers right,
I've only known you for like 3 months.
lies.
Oh, wait. Before we do that, we have a goal of 1 million bajillion followers. And to do that, we do the Friends of the Podcasts. And this week, we got funny man Terry Blues.
Hey, what's going on, man? It's your boy Terry Blues, reporting live from Facebook Penitentiary. I'm on the yard right now, but even on the yard, I still get to jam Necro Electric. Shout out to the Skelligtons, Jordan Cheek. We in here, baby. It's Terry Blues, one half of Bluesville. Free blues. They can't ban blues, baby. Let them know. It's Necro Electric.
What up? Thank you, Terry. All right. Let's get into this fucking game here. Let's see if you know what the fuck you're doing.
I feel like he's just doing this to test me. Like testing our love right now.
Yeah. And don't
Probably
look at
Jordan's idea.
Look at no.
Don't look at my
Or
face.
was it?
Yeah, don't look at my shit, fucker. All right. What would be your spouse's ideal date? Try to keep it try to keep it like simple. You know what I mean?
Do you mean person or like what you do on the date?
No, what would you do on a date?
What?
Just clarify.
This is a game about each other, but we have to talk about another person.
Okay.
Look at my shit.
I can't even see you right now.
I can feel your eyes in the back of your head.
I can't even see you right now. I'm looking at the wall.
All right, everybody got it?
Yeah.
All right, question number 2. What is your spouse's favorite junk food?
Oh
I don't
man.
know. She's always eating all of mine.
But what if your spouse
Rude.
only eats junk food?
Which does he eat the most?
What's his favorite food? I guess?
Oh, this is hard.
Do 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 do.
Gosh,
I just keep
don't
getting you
know.
confused with the other 3.
I don't know,
and
you go through phases.
With the other 3,
yeah, that's hard.
rude.
D&D, I gotta be, what do they call the main guy? The gatekeeper or some shit?
The DM.
The DM?
Dungeon Master.
Dungeon Master.
Duh.
Hit me with abbreviations and shit. You gotta be like, Oscar, what is your spouse's favorite junk food? Go.
I roll for perception.
The troll comes in squashes.
That's what I used to call you.
Oh, snap. Burn. Third one. What is your spouse's most irritating habit? Fuck.
Oh, he was so quick to answer that. Like, he just was like, and then just went to answer it, and like it was no big deal. I know.
Actually, you've actually redeemed yourself over the last couple months with that one, so.
We're all writing so aggressively right now. We're like, fuck you.
I mean, there's a list, but
All right, number 4. Who is more emotional?
I'm guessing it's you, Oscar.
yeah, I do cry very easily.
And last but not least, who fell in love first? Right. Let's see what these motherfuckers got. Okay. So let's do Jordan and Oscar first.
Okay.
So what would be your spouse's ideal date, Oscar?
Couples massage followed by a stroll somewhere new.
Jordan.
I put fancy dinner with wine by a warm fire.
How'd you guys do?
I don't know about the stroll part, but I'm all about that couples massage thing.
We're both old and tired.
I know.
Happy endings.
Yeah. From who?
I did find that new place next to our house. It looks super shady.
Yeah. Let's do it.
There you go.
Let's
make it a date.
So, all right, you could be the judge, Kylie. Do you think that they matched? It was similar in nature, but
No, because there's no way that they can match because they both have a different idea of an ideal date. I don't know why you're trying to match them.
I think it's more like, does it go with what the other person would actually want to do?
Right.
Yeah.
Is that their idea of what a good date would be?
Is that your idea of what a good date would be,
Yeah, I like
Oscar?
staying home.
Okay, yeah. So, yeah, they did good.
And
Good job,
excuse to
guys.
drink wine.
You passed. You can get married.
Yay!
I'll allow it.
No, we've got 4 more.
all right, what's yours?
I wrote that you would want food in a Marvel movie.
Sure.
Was I wrong? What would be your ideal date?
I don't know. I like to go places, go out and eat and stuff.
Food.
Yeah, and then like go see a Marvel movie in the theaters.
Yes, that's exactly what I wrote. I win.
Pretty close.
Okay, what'd you write?
40 ounces at a concert.
40 ounces at a concert? A concert, yeah, I mean, I guess the 40 could help.
Who are we fooling here? What's your first beeline when we get to a concert?
The beer.
All right, I'm taking that as a win.
Okay.
All right, number 2. What is your spouse's favorite junk food, Jordan?
Reese's peanut butter cups.
Yep.
Nice.
In all incarnations. Ice cream, cereal, doesn't matter.
I prefer them in a blizzard.
Oh, man, that sounds good. Not right now because it's too cold, but it usually sounds pretty good.
Yeah, me and Bane tackle those all the time.
Yeah.
Ice cream.
Yeah, that's usually my go-to for most.
I feel like you had something else in mind.
Oh, cookies was the first thing that came to my mind, but we usually have ice cream more than we have cookies. So
Yeah, we rarely have cookies.
Yeah, but ice cream's a good second.
Yeah, that's pretty good. You guys are pretty close.
There
All
you
right.
go.
So you eat nothing but junk food. So this
Says
was a
you.
hard one.
I don't consider it junk. Shout out to Monster.
But you go through phases of things that you'll eat for like 2 weeks straight and then move on to something else.
Yeah.
Currently, it's Cheetos.
Yeah.
I love
Cheetos.
cheese-covered
Just regular,
cardboard.
classic Cheetos.
I do love Cheetos.
They are good. They're terrible for you, but they're so
They're
good.
So delicious.
I can't do it.
I-
They gotta be like spicy or like puffs.
Oh.
I do like spicy ones too.
Can't
But
handle
the regular ones
spicy
are my
ones.
fave. I wrote for you barbecue wings.
That's not junk food.
Wingstop?
Is that junk food?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's fast food. It's junk food.
Okay,
Right?
Yeah.
sure. Yeah, that's definitely one of my favorites. But you didn't write boneless, because I will not eat it if it's on the bone.
Tomato.
I won't.
So you like nuggets?
no,
Yeah.
it's the bone. It's the. I mean, they're not nuggets
We're
though.
both
They're
like
big
that.
ones.
We don't like when
Pretty
you
much
bite
nuggets.
on it and then you get the tendons.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like cartilage.
That was like one of the things when we were first dating. I was like, yeah, I don't eat it on the bone. She's like, oh,
Then
I
was
don't eat
like,
it on
we're
the bone.
getting married.
And then her mom was there when that happened, and her mom was like, you guys made that up or planned that or something. And we're like, what? No, we didn't.
Actually, fun fact: Stephanie from Black Daisy Boutique
Shout out.
also doesn't eat it on the bone.
Soul
Okay.
Sisters. I'm telling you.
You know,
Soul
which
Sisters.
also Jordan got her shirt from there.
I
Check
told
it out.
you. I told you I was gonna wear it.
I will.
Black Daisy Boutique.
Yes. Super
Yes.
Cute.
What date? You got a show.
By the time this airs, it'll already happen.
All right, fuck it. Never mind. All right, what is your spouse's most irritating habit, Oscar?
Apologizing.
Oh, she like constantly apologizes?
Constantly. It's not her fault.
I
I
feel
understand.
like though of all the annoying habits to have, that's the most polite and nice one. Okay.
You also snore like a bear, but I don't want to. She can't sleep on her back. She has to like her side or her stomach. If she's on her back, it's just.
Yeah.
I had a recording. I don't know what happened to it, but no, she like it's sweet and I understand. But I was like, you don't have to always apologize, especially when it's like a situation where she had nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
I just feel guilty about everything. Okay.
I apologize too sometimes, like for things that I'm like, why am I sorry about that? I don't
Yeah,
know.
it's the only thing I know how to say sometimes is, "Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sorry." Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. But
So it's not a terrible one to have.
no, it's not, because the one that's the most irritating about you is the way you clear your throat, especially when you're sick and you just do this like. I don't even know how to do it. It's so like every time
Let's
you
hear it.
Give us one.
Oh, that's old man style.
Yeah, 'cause
I
the thing is,
know.
I can't scratch my throat.
Uh-huh.
Like all my family, all the women in my family, they're like that, like that weird thing. They make that sound. They like scratch the back of their throat. I can't do that.
I can do it.
So the only way I can get stuff out is if I like try to hack it out.
Oh my god.
But he chooses to, like, we'll be in the
Awful.
car and we'll be driving home and it's quiet and I'm driving and I'm like in the mood and I just hear this and I'm
breathe.
like I'm like freaking out over there. I'm like, Jesus, like ring a bell or something.
Well, if that's like your guys' most annoying things, I think you're good to go. I'll allow this marriage.
What about you guys?
Blankets and bed space for me.
Do you steal the blankets?
Not only,
Okay, first of all,
dude, prime example last night, because I'm like a creature of habit to like the fucking T, right?
Mm-hmm.
So like when we move to like a house or whatever, I pick my side of bed. That's my side of the bed, and it will always be that side until we burn this bitch down.
That's me.
And like last night, I got up to like let the dog out. The dogs run back in. They get in bed. Yeah. Literally, she's on my side. There's about this much room, and then the pups are on her legs. And I'm like, damn it. And then I'll like shimmy in there, and I'm like barely hanging off the bed. And then I'll try to get a little bit of blanket, and then she'll turn over, and it's gone. I'm
we
like,
have a king
fuck
size
it.
bed too.
Yeah, we have a giant bed,
Oh, jeez.
and I'm always constantly just hanging off the edge. With just a little tissue of blanket
I have
on me.
No less than 5 blankets on that fucking bed at all times.
Wrapped
because
around
I know
you.
If I steal a blanket, you can grab one of the other 4
She's
more.
literally a Texas tornado in bed. Like when she starts sleeping, she literally rolls left to right, and then she'll grab a blanket, and then it takes off that way and comes back, and I'll steal
move
one
a
from the
lot.
dogs, and that'll come back and leave.
Oh, jeez.
I don't even try to make our bed most mornings anymore.
I'm not that bad.
What's my most irritating?
I don't understand why it's so hard
Here it comes.
to pee in the toilet. I hate wiping piss off of walls and floors.
All right. Okay, so this is a byproduct because we are a sexually charged couple, I would say. And if you know anything about men's anatomy, when you go and pee after you've had sex, sometimes you can't control it. Sometimes it'll go straight. Sometimes it shoots on the ceiling.
Yes.
Yeah, even if you're holding it like aiming.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then you're like, whoa! no! You gotta bring it back.
What you need to do is like hover over the toilet.
No, there's no
like
hovering.
Squat with the dick in the toilet.
In the.
It just goes in there.
No way. Nah, can't. Sorry.
No, it's like when you like have the water hose and you put like your thumb on
Yeah.
it. Yeah, sometimes it gets crazy like that.
Oh, interesting. Us women don't have that problem, so.
And I'm glad to know this now because I didn't know any other guy that happened to.
Okay,
so now I know
so you're
it's a common
normal.
thing.
You're normal. Don't worry. No reason to go to the doctor.
All right. Who is more emotional?
Me. It's me. I cry over everything. Okay, so one little story
Everything?
is that I do. I'm very like on the surface.
Are we
very
talking
emotional.
like watching TVs or reading stories, or you're just like he made a Pop-Tart and
No, I mean I do cry over movies and stuff like that. It has to be like very sad though.
No, it doesn't.
Shut up! I'm telling the story. Okay, so like we were driving home and we were coming into Killeen and there was this guy that had pulled in front of me and he was just being an asshole, like just swerving all over the road and braking. And like there was one point where I like moved into the lane and I was looking behind me to see if anybody else was coming. And he pulled in front of me and slammed on his brakes. And Oscar like was sitting next to me and he was like, brake, brake, brake. Like he screams and it scared the shit out of me. And I managed to like slam on the brakes before I hit the guy. Yeah. And I was like, I don't know. I was very jarred and I have like PTSD of people screaming at me in cars. And so I was just like driving and like, he was like, babe, he was like, this guy was about to hit you and I was trying to get your attention and you weren't paying attention and blah, 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 blah.
just starts waterworking.
Yes. And I was just like,
No. You need to rewind the moment because she turns to me. She's like, you didn't have to yell at me. And that's why I started explaining myself.
Well, and then like we're exiting and I'm still like shaking a little bit and I was like, you've never yelled at me like that before. So I just,
I'd probably cry too.
It's very,
I can't, kind of like, darling, the gentleman in front of us is braking. Can you please slow down?
When I'm not angry, it makes sense. But when you yell at me in the car, that I just can't help it. Okay.
I would have cried too.
All right. I said Kylie, of course.
Definitely me. The show.
I've like my whole life, it's like you don't like deal with emotional people at all. Like my whole childhood, people are just like
end up together?
they're like fuck you, you know what I mean? You're like fuck you, and you just don't talk for years. Like I've gone years and not talked to my family or my mother or anybody. You know what I mean? Like we don't give a fuck. And then when I started dating her, when we got into our first little like tiff or whatever, I'm like, "Fuck you, eat shit," and then
Literally.
and then she's just
like that.
She would not like stop hounding me to sit down and talk it out, right? And I'm just like, "What is your deal?" Like, And she's like, crying, and she wants to.
I have the philosophy like you don't go to bed mad.
Yeah.
Me too. I don't like that either.
She'll literally not let you sleep until it's resolved.
Yes.
I was
will
raised
not.
by Hispanic women. You just keep a grudge forever.
Yeah. See, that's the thing is like anytime that he hangs around my family, like we'll leave and he was like jokingly, I don't like your family. Why not? Because they're emotional and they express their emotions and they talk to each other. And I'm like, that's normal, babe. What you experienced is not normal. That's not normal.
It's so much easier though.
Yeah, it is easier.
So much easier. You're like that motherfucker, dude. And then you just either forget about it or you hold on to it.
Yeah.
But yeah, with the whole emotional thing, man, it took me years. Now I'm trained. She's got me trained, so I'm like,
we'll talk it out now.
This is why I fucking flipped you off.
It was literally, he would just go around flipping furniture, and then that was before. And now he'll be like, okay, what?
Well, at least he was willing to like learn and kind of adapt to the relationship, because a lot of people won't do that. They're just like, this is how I am and you're not going to change me and fuck you, like that.
Yeah,
I lived with that for 6 years before I got divorced, so I mean,
I learned how to tone it down a bit. Oh, excuse me.
You can clear your throat. Yeah. Go ahead.
Ooh, it's even worse with headphones on.
So I had to learn to tone it down a bit because my initial reaction is just to make light of something. Like if it bothers me or whether I'm angry or sad, I always turn it into like a joke or just try to
Got the comedy bone.
Yeah, just get out of that situation and ease the tension. And sometimes I'm too much of a sarcastic ass. And for Jordan, who's super empathetic, I'm just like, okay, I need to tone it down just a little bit. Maybe have a conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like willing to burn the house down.
Anything not to talk about this shit.
Yeah. Do we have time for a sponsor?
Yes, we
quick
do.
here.
Do you drink my drink? I'll give you a drink.
I don't want to open a brand new one because I'm not going to drink the whole thing.
This episode is brought to you by Dark and Jury Clothing. Dark and Jury is an edgy fashion and lifestyle brand that embraces great design and unsurpassed quality. Dark and Jury has quickly gained a following amongst fans of the occult, horror, punk rock, heavy metal, and all-around free thinkers and retailers worldwide without shoving a preachy, trendy, or political message down your throat. So buy the best, fuck the rest, darkandjuryclothing.com.
Boom, motherfucker. And Dark and Jury will be available at our new retail store, Skellington Curiosities.
Yay!
Our grand opening will be on March 8th. It's a Sunday. There will be a open market outside of our building. It's going to be a whole fucking carnival. So
It's going to be fun.
come down. You can get your fucking panties to your fucking graphic tees to your death head moths and fucking cases, whatever
Yes.
whatever weird creepy shit you can't find anywhere else. We
Good
got it.
good excuse to decorate the house, babe. Redecorate the house,
Yes.
I mean.
All right. And then last, who fell in love first? Oscar.
It was beautiful.
She was like looking in my eyes when he said that.
No, because like
You're having a moment.
I felt
Should
like
we
weird
leave the
connection.
room?
So sometimes the camera can be a little misleading. I'm about 5'1", 5'2" on a good day if I'm wearing my boots, and like 105 pounds wet. So it's hard to get girls to like me. I always got to like, get to know them really well and hang out with them for a long time until they realize, oh, okay, Oscar's pretty cool. We can hang out. But it's never like instantaneous. And Jordan, it was too easy. Too easy. Like 5 minutes in, and
Jordan's easy?
You can just tell.
Oh, you're saying?
She was basically drooling, and I was just like, man, like I feel bad.
Did you do one of those like villain
remember.
mustache twitches?
I'm like, okay, but you make fun of me. But the thing is like, look at where we are now. Like, obviously, I had good judgment and a good instinct. Like, there was something about you that I was just like, man, I don't want to let this one go. And all he was in for was for a booty call.
Oh shit!
Which I didn't find out until
it had
we'd
been a while.
I found this out, like, we'd been dating for maybe 3 or 4 months, and I was like things were starting to really come together, and I was like, wow, I was like, I really thought that we weren't going to make it for really well. I was like, yeah, because I really only wanted to get laid, and I was just like, how dare you?
Starts crying.
Probably. I like, initially my feelings were hurt, and I was like, I don't know why I'm so, like, I don't know why that bothered me, except that, I thought that maybe he would feel the same way too.
Well, it was weird for me because backstory, I married my high school sweetheart, and we were together for a little over 10 years. And then after that, it was like awkward adult dating.
Yeah,
and I had
sucks.
no idea how to do that.
Yeah.
And I was like, I even like downloaded Tinder, and I'm like, this is stupid. And I was like, all these like middle-aged like women in my neighborhood wanting me. I'm like, no, I'm good. She's 15, heck no. And it was awful. And so like the few dates I went on weren't too great. So I was just like, you know what? I'm not gonna try to like do anything like commitment-wise. I'm just gonna relax, have a little fun.
Just
and
get
then
it
you came
in.
around and ruined
Get it
it.
in.
Pretty much.
We call those in San Jose snappers. You're
Snappers?
Going fishing for snappers.
Excuse me? What?
That sounds dangerous.
Before. What is that?
Yeah, it's snappers. So
What's
it's
a
like
snapper?
it's all like the chicks that like you go like online or downtown and they're snapping for it, dude. You gotta
They just want it.
Snap.
Yeah.
You mean like they're thirsty?
Yeah.
gotta reel them in, dude.
Wow.
Okay.
Okay. The image in my mind, though, was just of these women going around with these giant teeth trying to snap at your junk, and it just sounded very dangerous.
It can be very
Yeah,
dangerous.
it can be. All right, who do you think fell in love first?
I I didn't know how to answer this one.
Well, then it wasn't you, because I wrote me.
Well, I think we fell in love at the same time.
No, I fell in love with you when I saw you come out of BART.
Well, I fell in love with you before I knew you.
The fuck you did. We had our first date in San Francisco, and I took BART in, and then she was late.
I was like an hour late.
Yeah, like an hour late. I'm like, fucking A, broad. And then I go into this bar.
Try again.
I didn't know you then. You were a fucking broad. And you were late.
Thought you were in love.
Not yet. I hadn't seen you in person. And then I went into this bar, and they didn't speak any English. It was like a Hispanic bar.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, fuck, man. I'm like, cerveza, bro. And then they gave me, I drank like 4. By the time she showed up, like, they were all my friends. I came out, I was buzzing, and then here she comes out of the fucking little BART.
Station.
And then I took her on a killer date, and then she
it was awesome.
froze like a
I
bug.
kind of
and-
actually dragged you around. I mean, you paid for it, so I guess you technically took me on the date, but
Yeah, we
I was
went
like
to-
taking you to my favorite places in San Francisco.
Yeah.
That's lovely. Jordan took me to like some Ripper Alley.
To an alley?
No. No.
Damn, dude.
Hold on.
Predator.
Hold on. I feel like I have to be like Kate Ramirez here, and I have to be like, let me tell you what the story actually was versus what you were saying. Because he'll go around for the rest of our lives saying, she took me to this murder place, and I thought I was going to die.
You did. You took me to like some murder
No,
dock
okay.
on the side of the river.
Okay, no. It is it's a park. It's a public place. Like, it's very romantic. Like, it was a dock, and it's by the river. And like, I mean, to me, I didn't feel like I was in any danger or anything. And so like, we went to dinner, and then we walked from Neemfitz down to the like, I guess Martin Luther, like that area that has all the parks and stuff. So like, we walked down there, and like, he's like, where are we going? And I'm like, there's this place over here. It's really nice.
Under the
It's
bridge.
Yeah, we just kept walking like over the bridge. Then we went under. We kept going. I'm like, yeah, where are we going?
Well, and like every time a car door would slam, he's like, and then he proceeded to tell me, he was like, just to let you know, if somebody comes after us, I'm running. And I was like, thanks a lot. Like, I feel so safe
one,
now.
I was not ignorant of the place. I used to live here. People have been like stabbed over there. Second, I don't know you. I know you for 45 minutes. I'm out of here. I'm just giving you a heads up. That way you need to know he's not going to protect me. You also need to run. I was being a gentleman.
Whatever. It turned out to be a lovely night, and it was very fun. So, chill it on the whole murder alley thing.
We got time for another sponsor?
Yes. This episode is also brought to you by Mod Ministry. Mod Ministry merch creates for the edgy woman, the kind of woman who works hard but plays much harder, who embraces femininity but tests the societal limits. We are not for the faint of heart. We are bold. We are beautiful. Check out the Mod Ministry Etsy page for handmade harness lingerie. 5-star rated seller since 2014.
Strap it on.
You'll find it at Skellington Curiosities.
Shameless plug, too.
Woo!
So, wait, did you guys meet at work?
No.
We gotta hear this story.
So
Tinder.
it was, well, no, not Tinder. I mean, technically, I guess it was Tinder. So he went out. He went out on a date with a friend of mine. And we're not gonna
Double dipping.
She watches the episode, so she'll know who she is, but I'm not gonna say her name out loud, just to whatever.
Shout out to Mysterious Woman.
Yeah. So
Womp womp.
I guess on the date, she like at some point decided that it was not working out, and so she started like repping me. She started to be like, "You'd be perfect for my friend Jordan," and he's like, I'm on a date with you. Yeah. Like, why are you trying to like shove me off on your friend?
Yeah.
So like
my confidence was like.
So like a couple days later, she's texting me about this guy, and I'm like, I don't know. I was just in a really like funky mood at that point. Like I had just gotten out of a stupid relationship with some dude, and like I was just in a weird place. And so she's like, yeah, I went out on this date. It was blah 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 blah. And I was like, are you gonna see him again? She says, no, probably not. And I said, give me his number. I want to troll him. And she was like, okay. Like, I don't know why she said okay, but she did. Yeah. So she gives me his number, and like she sends me a picture of his like Tinder profile picture, and I was like, oh, he's kind of cute. Okay, let me see.
Like maybe I'll bridge troll him.
That's me. And so I just texted him. I think the first thing I sent to him was like, "Hey, you handsome mustachioed man."
Oh damn, dude.
And he was like, "Hi, who is this?" And I was like, "Oh, we have a mutual friend." I can't even remember
This
how the
was like a
conversation
text
went.
message.
Yeah.
Oh whoa.
But she was annoying. Like it wasn't cute.
Yeah, you'd almost think that's like a friend, like trying to fuck with you.
Yeah, that's
right?
what I thought. I thought it was like my buddy Doug. I thought he got a new number, and I'm like, okay, this is obviously someone got my number. I'm like, I don't know who this is. I was just trying to think of all my friends, like who it could be.
Yeah.
And I'm like, who is it? And I realized it's actually, someone I don't know. And I'm like, how did she? Oh, that broad gave her my number. After I told her I didn't want her number, because she offered, I can give you my friends. And I was like, I don't want your friend's number, but. So,
But here's the thing is I trolled him for an hour, and then afterwards I was like, this is my name, and I sent him a picture of myself, and then he asked me out for drinks.
Oh, ooh.
So like it wasn't like I was like, hey, I trolled you for an hour, now let's go out on a date together. He asked me out. So
yeah, because it's been like 10 months.
So, and that, as they say, it's history. So,
That is a very unusual way to meet.
it really is. But I like to think that it's unique. Nobody else
cute.
has a story like
Yeah.
that. So,
Okay,
I'm
I
just
approve.
Yes,
I approve.
there we go. See?
Yeah, we met on Plenty of Fish.
Oh, okay.
Shout out.
Shut up. I always get so embarrassed saying we met on like a dating.
Why? That's so
I don't
it's
know.
so like that's what people do now.
Well, that's how like Tinder was.
It wasn't like 8 years ago when we met. 9 years ago.
Well, okay, I guess you're right. It's more common now
Yeah.
than it was 8 years ago.
Yeah.
But even still, I mean, it was starting to become more popular.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't know why you'd be embarrassed about it, because obviously you worked out.
Yeah.
It was perfect.
So it's just funny. I just remember I signed up for the account, and then like 2 days later I go to check it, and I had a few messages.
A slew of Indian men.
You'll be my wife. You come here. You be my wife.
I think I only opened like 3 of them, and then I saw his little, photo icon, and I was like, oh shit. And I clicked on it, and then I clicked on his profile. I was like, damn, yes, I'll have some of that.
And then I sent her my podcast before there were podcasts.
He had a video podcast that I wish we could find it.
I got it all, but
You do?
I have it vaulted so nobody ever sees it.
Oh my god, it was. After seeing that, I was kind of second guessing if I wanted to go on the date.
Oscar's got some videos he doesn't want anybody to see.
Oh, really?
Not like that. No.
Mustachio.
No. You're misunderstanding. It's not anything sexual. It is
Nobody
live
wants to
action.
see this with clothes off.
It's live action D&D is what we're talking about here.
Oh, okay.
Shit.
And he keeps telling me about it, and he found it the other night. He was doing something on Photoshop, and he goes, oh shit, I found the videos, and I sat up in bed and I was like, let me see. I want to see. Because he's been talking about it since we met, and I'm like, I need to see this horrific mess that you made.
It's embarrassing, and we didn't know what we were doing, and we spent months and months. And I never cleaned my costumes. It was like this nasty,
Oh, you guys are full role play, huh? Nice, dude.
it was like this musky leather garb in the corner of the garage. I would
Those
don,
games can go on for forever, though, right?
yeah, you can do like a session that lasts 3 or 4 hours, but
Damn.
I think a full campaign one time that we played, because it just depends how long whoever makes the story, how detailed they make and things like that. I think the longest one I played was about 6 months. We played about twice a week for 6 months.
Well, at least
That's a lot of film.
Doesn't have commitment issues.
Yes. He's very dedicated. He does not give up on a project. Once he has his mind set on something, he usually finishes it. So that's
Nice.
there's that.
I feel like she keeps giving sexual innuendos with your things.
I think your mind is just in the gutter.
I mean,
She's like, when he puts his mind to
I mean, that's true
finishes
too. That's true too.
My mom doesn't watch the show. It doesn't matter.
It's okay. Hey, but that's fine. She'd probably be like, "Oh, ha ha ha! What
I
does that
already
mean?"
told her how you were insatiable, and she's just laughing and laughing.
Because we're a pretty sexually charged couple
Yeah.
too. So I talked about this with him the other night.
I was not
actually,
prepared.
it's just nice when it's nice when you find somebody that you're sexually compatible with.
Yeah.
But what does that have to do with his mom? I missed something.
He told her, I guess, I don't know why. He told her that I was insatiable, and she just laughed.
Gotcha.
My dad will throw in like little jabs and jokes and things like that.
Yeah.
I'm like, that girl's insatiable. Like I don't have the energy to keep up with her. And my mom just like started like asking questions and laughing and laughing.
Oh my god.
I'm like, you don't understand. I'm like exhausted afterward. Like my ex-wife, it was like maybe once a month, and that's me begging. So for someone who's just like, now, 5 minutes ago, now, I'm just like,
She's like, Mijo, why are you drinking so much Gatorade?
I've been working out, moms.
Whatever. He wants to sit there and complain, but it's a fun time, and he enjoys it, and he likes it, okay?
I hope
No
so.
one's arguing that.
Do you remember the first time I brought you to my aunt's house to meet my family?
Yeah.
I think all of my aunts and my grandmother were hitting on him,
Oh.
She has a
like sitting on his lap and stuff.
shout out to the Gibsons. They like to party. There was karaoke and booze and fucking
nice.
and all of her aunts, and she comes from like a beautiful line of
I have some hot aunts
people, you know.
and grandma.
Yeah.
Shout out to
ain't
Gigi.
Ain't that funny? Mhm. They're one of my family members, one of my aunts. He every time that I'm like, oh yeah, Gina's gonna be there, and he's like, she's gonna be there. And I'm like, you are a pervert. She could be your mom. Like, stop.
She's just beautiful and kind. And
He's like, isn't it
Heart
funny?
wants what the heart wants.
He's like, family reunions are going to be awkward, but I don't care if you call me Uncle Oscar. And I'm like, oh, shut the fuck up. That's gross.
So is it true her family events are like Lollapalooza?
oh my god, it's like I don't even know where to start. Like the last one I went to was like, I don't know, 50 plus, all crammed to the house, cousins, second cousins from all over.
Oh my gosh.
And they're all musically inclined. They're either like playing the piano, the guitar, mostly the banjo.
So it's like a giant musical.
Yeah, and it was like their grandmother's somethingth birthday, and what was she like
80th.
80th, and like I don't know any of these people. I know like maybe 5 in the whole room, and like it's just like so emotional. Like I'm crying. I'm like, you're not even my grandma. I have no idea who you are. It was like the sweetest thing ever. But like, yeah, they all get together, and it's just her parents love to host. So every time I go there, it's like they either got like a church gathering, and it's just a bunch of like I thought it was family. It's like a bunch of kids running around, things like that. But yeah, there's always like 20 plus people in that house.
That's awesome.
That's crazy.
And her dad loves fireworks.
Oh shit.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, he spends quite a bit on fireworks.
Twice a year, he is just all about. He was like, "All right, we're gonna go get the fireworks," and we're like, "Okay."
Blow some shit up.
And he comes back with like giant boxes of fireworks. Like black cats are his favorite. Like if you want to see my dad light up like a fucking Christmas tree, give him a pack of black cats and see what he does with them.
Those are just the loud ones. Like just like the little like the strip of like red sticks.
Oh, okay.
They're just loud as
those
hell.
are fun.
Yeah,
He bought like a pack of like 3,000.
and he set
He
them
just
all off,
Lit them all like.
and they're like ricocheting off the house, and people are ducking for cover. Like it's insane.
Throws
fucking
bombs in the
wild.
pond.
Oh yeah, probably killed a few fish with doing that.
Coming up on the end, guys.
I know.
Want to read some life in the comments section?
Sure. The first one is from J Omega 2 from YouTube. I used to think the more guests the better, but the Necro fam by themselves have a great chemistry, and it was refreshing for it to be only them. Feels like it's been a while. Maybe I'm tripping. No, you're not tripping. It had been a while, like a good long while.
Yeah. We've been having a lot of guests, which is great. We
Yeah.
love having guests, but yeah, sometimes it is kind of nice just to.
It does feel weird though, like when it's the solo episode after we've just had guests forever.
Yeah.
Then I'm like, all right, what are we talking about? But right out, shout out to J Omega.
Thank you.
Next one is probably from YouTube or Instagram. I don't know. It doesn't say. It's from Mommy, Nessa, and Fam. Does Sean smoke? He looks like a pack-a-day guy. Is that why his voice is so deep?
No, actually.
No, he does not smoke. If he smoked, we wouldn't be together. So
I haven't smoked
Rude.
since I was a kid.
yeah.
True.
He's just a massive man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
Got that
very
Barry White
deep
shit.
voice man.
I I don't know. I'm a screamer, dude. So I just ripped my vocal cords to
He's
shit.
a screamer.
No, I'm not. That'd be so weird.
It took him a second, and then he was like, no.
Jordan.
Yeah, whatever.
Oh, all right. Shout outs.
Yes. Shout out to my honey for coming on the show.
Yeah.
He doesn't really like being on camera, but he did it anyway.
Thank you, Oscar.
I do more often.
Yeah. Now, maybe the next time we'll actually talk about like your art and the stuff that you do. That's not me.
Once we get stuff set up, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then another shout out to Black Daisy Boutique for my wardrobe for today. I had such a cute shop, so many cute things. Go check it out. It's in China Spring. And yeah, definitely go check it out, especially on February 8th because Kylie will be there. I
When
won't.
this airs, it'll already have happened. So
Damn it, I forgot. Shit. Oh well, she'll be back sometime soon. So
I'm sure
you
it
know.
won't be the last time I'm there.
Yes, there you go.
All right. Yeah, same shout out to Oscar. Where can people find you and check out your art?
Mostly Instagram,
Yeah, my Insta.
which is long and always
Oh, he's one of those.
Yeah.
yeah.
Even know what is
Under, underscore poop emoji. Fucking.
A lot about it. No, it's Oscar like the Grouch, OCAR underscore Fernandez. Fernandez, and 1d6 like the D&D die thing. Yeah, that's
Nerd.
it. And then I do have a website, OscarFernandez.com.
It'll be under him. Boom.
Yeah, and then there's
you go.
cool prints and stuff like that. I'm gonna be putting a lot more stuff on there, and I'll be taking off my game for the time being. I do have a tabletop game on there, and I'm doing a whole redesign on that, and coming out with another one to accompany it. So
That's
stay
cool.
tuned for that.
Dope. What about you, love?
I want to shout out to Kate Ramirez.
Katie, shout out.
She came over to the shop and helped me paint a little bit. And
Aww.
she brought cupcakes.
She's so sweet.
So delicious.
I love her.
I forget the name of the cupcake place, but she's always tagging it on her Instagram.
It's like right next to their shop too.
Yeah, it's over by LaSalle Shops.
Yeah.
So
Shout out to the South Shops.
thanks, Kate.
Oh, I just heard something.
Yeah, I did too.
All right, so I guess that's the end of it. Happy Valentine's Day, and we'll see you guys next time.
Bye.
Boom.